Hello, second graders. Today in math, we are going to review and practice subtracting two-digit numbers with the concept of regrouping, or another name is borrowing. So our essential question is, how can I subtract two-digit numbers? So today, I would like you to make sure you get out your lesson 4 subtract from a two-digit number worksheets that are stapled together. You can pause the video if you need to go get that. But before we do the worksheet, I would like us to watch a number rock video that reviews subtracting with borrowing.
Hanging in their chicken pen. 11 of them suddenly jumped over the fence. How many hands remain in the pen to figure out the difference when you subtraction? I say 0 minus 1 can't be done, cause the top number's smaller than the bottom one. So we regroup a 10 into 10 ones. When the top number's smaller in subtraction, I say 0 minus 1 can't be done, cause the top number's smaller than the bottom one. So we regroup a 10 into 10 ones. When the top number's smaller in subtraction.
19 heads remain in the pen.
There are 20 bumblebees flying around me. So I yell, shoot, and to decide to leave. Now how many bumblebees are chasing me? If we regroup, we can find the difference with ease. 0 minus 2, here's what to do, cause the 0 is smaller than the 2. So we regroup a 10 into 10 ones. When the top number's smaller in subtraction, I say 0 minus 2, here's what to do, cause the 0 is smaller than the 2. So we regroup a 10 into 10 ones. When the top number's smaller in subtraction.
18 bees are still chasing me.
Okay, so get out your worksheet, and today on our lesson down here it says Jack saw 34 crabs on the beach. Now we're going to draw base 10 blocks to show that number. So right now with your pencil, I want you to think, if I have 34, I should have 3 base 10 blocks, or 3 sticks. So I'm going to draw over here with my pencil 3 base 10 blocks, which are the sticks. Go ahead and do that also right now. Okay, now I have 34. So in the ones, I know I need 4 little ones. So I'm going to draw those little cubes to represent my ones, and I need 4 of them. So if you look, when I write this number, I have 34. Okay, now our problem says 8 crabs ran into the water. Regroup and take away that many blocks. So I have 8 that ran into the water. Now look over here, I only have 4. So can I just take those 4 away and be done? No, I can't do that. So I need to borrow. So I need to go over to the neighbor next door, the 10's neighbor, and I need to say, hey, can I borrow 10 of you? But I need to break you apart. So I'm going to cross this one off, and I'm going to break them apart, and I'm going to draw 10 little ones over here. So what I'm just doing is I'm borrowing, or another name is I am regrouping. Okay, so now you should have these 10, and you should have these 4. Now I need to think, if I have 10 over here, ran 4, I should have 14. Now, can I take 8 away? Yes, because I have 14, and 14 is bigger than 8. So I'm going to cross off any 8, it doesn't matter which 8, but I'm going to cross off 8 of them. Okay, cross off 8. And then I want you to think, how many are left? There are 4 up here and 2 there. Well, 4 plus 2 more, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 over here, and then there's only 2 left over there. So I'm going to put a 2 there. So what I have left is 26 crabs. So down here in the line, make sure you write 26 crabs. And if you need to pause the video to catch up writing, please go ahead and do that. Okay, when you get this done, flip it over to the next page. And on this page, it's going to review guided practice, our helpful hint. Cross out each number as you regroup it. So if we look really closely at the first step is if we're subtracting 34 minus 6, our first step is to show 34. So we need to show 34 cubes. Then our next step is to see if we can subtract 6, and make sure you put the 6 in the ones column. Don't put it over here in the tens, because it is not 6 tens and 6 ones. Now, our second step is to look, when I subtract going down, 4 minus 6, can I do that? Ooh, remember that saying? Bigger bottom, better borrow. So the 6 is bigger than the 4. So I need to borrow, I need to regroup. So look at the second step. I'm going to take that 10 over here, and I'm going to break it apart into ones. So now I go up and cross off that 3, it becomes a 2, because now there's only 2 left. And now that 4 becomes 14, because I'm just adding 10 to it. Now my second step is to subtract, or I should say the third step is to subtract. So now I can do 14 minus 8, 6 is 8, and 2 minus nothing is 2. And then lastly, is to subtract the tens. So subtract the ones first, and then subtract the tens. Okay? Now, let's practice this on number 1 and 2 down here. So on number 1, I want you to think, you have 23 blocks. These are these orange blocks. Now, I'm going to subtract going down. Don't ever subtract going up. So some kids might say, hey, Mrs. Murphy, that's 5 minus 3. And I say, no, it's not. Subtract going down. It is 3 minus 5. So if I have these 3 orange blocks, can I take 5 away? Nope. Bigger bottom, better borrow. So I'm going to go and borrow from this 2. See how we're taking that over there? And now it becomes a 1. And then now I have 13 up here. And 13 minus 5, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I take 5 away, cross out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many am I left with? So if I were to count that, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 13 minus 5 is 8. And then I only have this 1 left. So 1 minus nothing is just 1. Okay, let's do one more practice over here. On number 2, it says I have 58 blocks. So if you look here, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then I have 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 58 blocks. Now, I want to take 4 away. Is this a bigger bottom? No, it's not. It's not a bigger bottom. So I am able to cross off 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you cross off 4 of them. It doesn't matter which ones, but just cross off 4. Now, I am left with 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 minus 4 is 4. And then I didn't have to borrow, so I should still have 5 left. And I do. So your answer should be 54. All right, now, your assignment in a minute will be to complete the independent practice on your own. Okay, Mrs. Murphy is going to check to see if you understand how to subtract with borrow. If you are struggling and need more help, make sure you go on Zoom today from 1:30 to 2:30 and I'll be on there to help you. And on the back, I would like you to flip to the back page. You can cross off the brain builders. While we're doing remote learning, I'm not going to worry about the brain builders. When we're in the classroom, then we will focus on them. But I know that this is a hard concept and skill of subtracting with borrowing and regrouping, so I want to make sure you're understanding that first, okay? On the back, we are going to do the problem solving. So problem solving number 15 says Tina puts 12 coins in a machine. The machine keeps 4 of the coins. How many coins does she get back? So I want you to think, are we getting more coins? Are we adding? Or are we taking some away? Are we subtracting? So I want you to stop and think. If she puts 12 in the machine, and the machine keeps 4 of them, she doesn't get those 4 back. So what we need to do is we can draw it out. You could draw 12 coins. That's one way to do it. We could draw 12 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we can cross off the 4 that the machine's going to keep. And so we should be left with 4, and 4 is 8. So there should be 8 coins left. I can double check. I can do 12 minus 4. Over here, I'm going to subtract going down. Bigger bottom, better borrow. I'm going to go over here, take away that 1, 10, make it a 0. And now this becomes a 12. Oops. And 12 minus 4 would be 8. Okay, so that's 2 ways you could complete that problem. Pause the video if you need to catch up on writing this down, but please show me one of the ways. All right, the last problem is there are 38 apples in the cafeteria. Students buy 9 apples. How many apples are left? So again, I want you to think, are we getting more? Are we adding? Or are we taking away and subtracting? Ooh, we have 38 and students buy 9 apples. So if they're buying them, they're leaving. So if I were you on this one, I wouldn't draw 38 apples. That would take us way too long. So I think we need to subtract over here with regrouping. So let's check it out. 38 minus 9. I'm going to start over here in the ones column. 8 minus 9. I can't do that. 9 is bigger than 8. Bigger bottom, better borrow. So I'm going to go over here and borrow from that 3. It becomes a 2 because I'm taking 1 away. And then I'm moving that 10 over here, so now it becomes 18. Now I can do it. 18 minus 9, well, that's a double because 9 plus 9 is 18. So 18 minus 9 is 9. And 2 minus nothing is 2. So there should be 29 apples that are left. Okay, second graders, make sure you show your work because I want to see your work. Pause the video if you need to catch up. And then when you're done with this, make sure you cross off the brain builders at the bottom. And now I want you to go back to this page where it has the independent practice, page 243, and I want you to complete that page. And this is what you will, well, I will grade this. Make sure you turn in everything, but I will grade this page as your graded assignment for this lesson. Again, if you have any questions, come on Zoom from 1:30 to 2:30, and I will help you.